me, only me, sexy me.
Hey guys, it's Nina Galina here and we're making crepes today. Oui. As intimidating as it may seem when someone says, let's make crepes, it's actually quite easy. You just need to actually do it and not be scared of what it sounds like. There are so many versions of crepes out there, but today we're gonna make my version. The version that I grew up with, the version my mother taught me how to do, and over the time I kind of tweaked it a little bit. My first crepe making was when I was 6 years old. So guys, if I can do it at 6, you can do it too. So let's get our aprons on and let's see what it takes to make crepes. Okay, so what we really need for crepes is very simple. We need a couple of eggs. I personally like some salt in my crepes. I like that saltiness when I bite into it with something sweet and salty. You don't have to put it in, but I really like it. We have flour, 3 cups of flour. We have 3 cups of milk, really any milk, coconut milk, almond milk, anything can go really. This just happened to be lactose-free milk. And we have 2 3/4 cup of some club soda. And of course, oil for the pan. We have a well-seasoned crepe pan. This one has a small lip. It's well seasoned. This is cast iron. You do not wash this. You just wipe it down and put some oil and let it sit like that. And of course, we need a plate where we're gonna put our crepes on. Now, all of this can be put in a blender and whiz through and you're done. My blender is only 6 cups, so I'm just gonna do this in batches. The important thing is not to have lumps. You cannot have lumps when you make crepes. You can do this by hand, by putting all the flour in some liquid and whisk it until you get no lumps. It has to be thick batter and then you add the rest of the liquid. Now, I'm gonna do the same thing but with the blender. Let's add some milk. I'm gonna crack both eggs in. I recommend that you crack eggs in another dish. Once you put it in the milk or flour or anything that you're baking or cooking with, it's gonna be a little too late. I'm gonna add a little bit of flour, not all of it. Let's mix it. Scrape the sides if you need to. I'm gonna add some more flour. The key is to make a thick batter, that way you won't have any lumps. If you make a thin batter with all the milk and all the club soda or mineral water, you're gonna run into a big problem. You're gonna have lots of lumps.
Mr. Worldwide to infinity, you know the roof on fire.
I'm gonna also add salt. Don't forget to add salt if you opt for it.
Mr. Worldwide to infinity.
It looks really good. No lumps. It's amazing. It's lump-free. Literally lump-free. And that's what you're looking for. Was that hard? No, not at all. Easy peasy. So now I'm gonna add club soda. The batter is so easy to make, it's foolproof. I wanna show you when you ladle it, how it looks like. That's perfect. This is what you're looking for. Nothing thicker and nothing thinner than this. Batter was a piece of cake. Now we're coming to a little bit tricky part. Pouring, believe it or not, and flipping. I want to mention, guys, also that I'm using 12-inch cast iron pan. Depending on what size you use, that's how many crepes you'll get, more or less, and depending on the thickness that you manage to make them. Also, turn on your stove top to medium-high. The more experience you get, you will be able to work on a little bit higher heat. I happen to work with high heat. I like it. It goes faster, but you need to watch it. So let's get cracking, guys. My stove is on almost high, not quite high. I'm going to just brush it with oil It's already heated a little bit. It's well seasoned, but I like it. I like that it gives it crispiness from oil versus butter. I'm gonna leave it to warm up a little bit more, because if it's not hot enough, the batter's not gonna stick to the pan and it's just gonna run all over the place, and that's not what you're looking for. I think it's hot enough. Okay, I wanna use my ladle. I already know approximately how much I need, but it's a 1/3 of a cup. So let's see if it's hot enough. Pay attention to how I pour it. And then you shake it to cover all the little holes and stuff, okay? Pay attention how I pour the batter. Starting from the side and pouring and turning at the same time. Pouring and turning at the same time. This is how it should look like. It's slowly cooking, and soon the edges will start separating from the sides, and that's your indication that you can flip it. You can flip your crepe the way you like it. You can do a big long cake spatula, go under, flip it over, do it with your fingers, flip it over. I happen to like to flip it in a pan like that. So we're gonna see that next. I want to show you one more time how I pour. I pour and I turn at the same time. I want to show you one of the crepes. That would be the size of it, and this is how thin it is. That's it, folks. That wasn't that hard, was it? I think we should flip one more crepe. 1, 2, 3, whoop-a! Voila! Guys, it is perfectly normal to lose a few crepes along the learning curve. Some will be on the ceiling, some will be on the ground, some will be stuck to the side of your kitchen wall, but that's okay. I've had my share of crepes all over the place until I've mastered the flipping. But you can use any method you like. They are just delicious. Doesn't matter how you flip them. Voila, folks. This is it. Not much to it. It just takes practice. These are crepes my way. Next time we're gonna make French crepe, so you're gonna see the difference in method of making them. And if you try them both, you're gonna pick and choose what you like. You can enjoy them with jam, Nutella, maple syrup, whatever you want. They can seriously be savory or sweet. I hope you try it. Enjoy.